Hi Year 5! So today we are starting off our writing week with writing from the perspective of the Frosties. So who are the Frosties? We've just met them at the end of chapter 11. We've just learnt a little bit about them as well. And we saw an illustration in the book of what they actually look like, okay? So who are they? At the beginning of your page, I want you to write that question and then write a little summary to tell me who they are. So when you post it on Dojo, I'll be able to see that you have understood those characters so far. So who are they? And answer that for me, okay? What I want you to do is think about how they felt when a stick was being poked into their tiny homes, okay? I've got a couple of emotions that I've thought of to start with. Now, you might have different opinions. So what I want you to do is to draw this mind map. I want you to put emotions in the middle and some arrows going off of the emotions that you think the Frosties might have when that was happening to them. Before they even get a chance to speak to our main characters, how do they feel when their homes are being intruded by these characters? Okay, so when you post it on Dojo, I'll be able to see that you have copied this mind map and thought about their emotions. Don't just use my angry and confused. Really think about how you think they feel at that point in the story. You might want to draw an emoji to show the emotion as well as writing it. Draw a picture of how you think they feel as well. Okay? But what you need to do is make sure you do this first so you can use these emotions in your writing. Okay, so pause the video and do your mind map first for me. Here is a wheel of emotion. Now I've popped this on so you can see the different types of words that you can be using today. Okay? What I don't want to see is boring words such as sad, happy, annoyed, things like that. We can use much better words than that, Year 5. I know we can. Okay? So that's there for you to scroll back to if you need any help with extra words today. I've also put on an example of fronted adverbials. We don't want the same sentence starters every single time. It gets boring when you read them. And you know this yourselves. We have focused on fronted adverbials before. So you must make sure you vary your sentence starters with our fronted adverbials. Okay? Now, you are writing from the perspective of a Frosty. So I've started one here and you are going to create your own version of this. Now, this is my opinion of how they would have felt. As I said, it's not finished and I could have gone a lot further. I've used I because I am a Frosty in this writing. Okay, I'm not using a Frosty said or my Frosty said. You are the Frosty. You need to become that character. Okay? As I had just opened my eyes from my peaceful slumber, I couldn't help but notice the noise from outside my window. Suddenly, a large, suspicious item came poking through the front door. I'm sure it was an intruder. I'm 100% certain of it. Quickly, I woke my mother in complete hysterics. As she jumped from her sleep, she quickly rushed to protect me by placing herself in front of me. The strange noises echoed louder as the miscellaneous item continued to force its way into our home. What I don't want is for you to stress and panic about how the characters on the outside feel. Really bring in those emotions of how you would feel if you were a Frosty and you were being rudely awoken by somebody poking something into your tiny, tiny house. Remember, these Frosties are tiny, tiny little animals. Okay, and just write a short little entry about how you felt when this was happening to you. Okay, I do not want to see, as I just said, the Frosties, a Frosty, my Frosty. You become that person. It is in first person in the past tense, and we should be 100% at using those two literary terms because we've just focused on them in our diary entries. So we're focusing on past tense because it's already happened, and we're using first person. Really think about the emotions you want to put across to the reader, okay? I really look forward to reading them because you are really good at turning yourself into the role of our characters. Your Ethan diaries were brilliant last week, so let's put all of that energy into our perspective from the Frosties today.